In this video, we're going to cover off if we thought the KL Tower mini zoo next to the KL Tower in Kuala Lumpur was worth it, but also make sure to watch to the very end as I cover off why it may not be worth it for everyone. If you're discovering us for the first time, we're a digital nomad family having all kinds of adventures in Southeast Asia. And if you want to catch more videos on traveling as a family, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. So if you're planning a trip to the KL Tower area, you would have noticed that there's several attractions located in the KL Tower complex. There's everything from an aquarium, a canopy walk, and even an upside down house. You would have also noticed that there's a mini zoo tucked in the corner at the base of the tower. So the best way to explain the KL Tower mini zoo is that it's either a very small zoo or a very large and interesting petting zoo. So was the KL Tower mini zoo worth it? For us, I would 100% say yes, as it was really a case of under-promising and over-delivering. And as long as your expectations are in check, you'll have a great time. So let me explain. So for context, we are a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 children, and our children are 6 and 8 years old, and we actually went to the KL Tower area on a Sunday. You can learn more about our experience as a family at the KL Tower over at this video. But once we had finished at the KL Tower, we were on the fence on whether we even check out the mini zoo. To be honest, from the outside looking in, it kind of looks sad and dated, and the rain had given us a perfect excuse to give it a miss, but we decided that we were here already and we should go check out and see what it least cost and what it's all about. We had a quick look at the map and the price, which is very reasonable by the way, at 120 ringgits for a family of 4, and thought, why not, since we're already here. From the moment we set foot into the KL Tower mini zoo, the whole family had smiles ear to ear, especially the kids, which is always our bellwether to whether they're enjoying themselves. After paying, the gentleman out the front started our experience by getting these 2 very large macaws down from their perches and placed them on the kids' shoulders, which made for a great experience and also a great photo opportunity. Oh wow.
Hello.
Oh, you need to give me a kiss. Oh. After this first interaction, we weren't exactly sure what was next, but we were definitely excited to find out. So, walking into the first room, we were greeted with wooden perches, animals walking around, and some very large enclosures with a variety of different animals. To be fair, this first room was quite overwhelming as the kids just wanted to run around and have a look at everything. As everything settled down, the attendants slowly came over to each enclosure and either handed us food or told us the animals' names or if we could touch them or not. There were monkeys who we hand fed, and there was a wallaby hopping around on the floor named Hippie, plus there was multiple iguanas, birds and porcupines, and even a few cute meerkats. Moving into the next room, you saw 2 very large pythons in an enclosure, some rabbits hopping around on the floor, a couple of small turtles and a big old catfish. This was an absolutely surreal experience as you got up real close and personal with them behind the safety of an enclosure, of course.
Good.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite?
2 snakes in there!
Man, those are some big snakes. I don't know if you can see them there, but they are some big old snakes there, boy. So they can stay in the cage for all I care.
The turtle's stepping on the turtle! Don't do that, turtle!
And up ahead there were goats in a pen, and around the corner the place just went on and on. The KL Tower mini zoo had such an interesting mix of animals. Everything from tortoises that were 36 years old, to meerkats, to monkeys, to raccoons, wallabies, to llamas, and a snapping turtle. Alright guys, so how was the turtle place?
Good!
The tortoise.
There was the same age as you, Jimmy.
Oh, I know. Makes me feel old when there's turtles kicking around the same age as me. It even had a large enclosure for birds you could feed and a pond full of fish you could try and catch with a net. Now, was it worth it? For an afternoon of fun, it was definitely worth it. You could spend as much time as you want here, and the staff were extremely friendly and always offering food to feed the animals, facts about them, the names, and some funny quirks. I really think they should change the name of the mini zoo, as it doesn't really do it justice. Something more accurate like the KL Tower Very Large Petting Zoo I think would be a better fit. As my personal thoughts are, the fact that you can touch, feel and hold some of the animals is what makes the KL Tower Mini Zoo worth it. But like I mentioned earlier, you really need to make sure that you set your expectations properly for this place, as it's not Zoo Nagara, nor does it pretend to be. In my opinion, places like KL Tower Mini Zoo fill the niche between international sized zoos and what you read and see in a book. Real world educational enrichment, children seeing, experience and learning about animals in a tactile and immersive way is something that the KL Tower Mini Zoo can offer that larger zoos simply can't do due to the fact you have to admire from a distance. For us, just seeing the kids so interested in reading the facts about each animal and wanting to know what they ate and where they came from just put a smile on our faces as parents. Now, I want to address that the KL Tower Mini Zoo is not for everyone. If you're not a fan of zoos or animals in captivity, then I would avoid this place for sure, as while some of the enclosures were quite large, on the other hand some were quite small and that may upset some people. And while I'm not an animal expert, the animals did appear to be looked after, but you may not feel the same way. Obviously, it's not fair that around the world there are animals kept in enclosures for humans' entertainment, and I agree that going to places like zoos only reinforce the viability of places like zoos. I would argue that visiting places like zoos with children and having discussions around the animals that they're experiencing and the child's place in the world surrounded by them will hopefully help to make future generations more compassionate and caring towards the animals we share this planet with in a way you simply can't do with a book. So that's it. Have you been to the KL Tower Mini Zoo? If so, what did you think? Make sure you leave it in the comments below, and also if you have a suggestion of where our family or families like ours should visit next, make sure to leave that in the comments as well. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Liam. I'm Riley.
I'm Pauline.
And we'll see you all on the horizon! Woo! Thank you so much. See you, mate.